Hello, Namaste. Dear students, in today's class we are going to learn about transformation, which is one of the grammar topics. And before we learn what transformation is actually about, we'll first go through some examples and then we'll generalize the rules, how to change a sentence from one form into another. Okay, first of all, we'll see some examples over here. Let's see. First we have an example. Number 1, Rajesh is an actor. Yes, it is in affirmative, you can see in the brackets. Now you can change this sentence into negative as Rajesh is not an actor. Similarly, in number 2 we have Preeti has passed the exam. It is in affirmative form. Now we can change this sentence into negative as yes no question as has Preeti passed the exam? Yes, the sentence is in affirmative and we have changed this into yes no question, right? Preeti has, let me repeat this once again, Preeti has passed the exam. It is in affirmative form and this can be changed into yes no question as has Preeti passed the exam? Yes. Now number 3 we have you visited Pokhara? Yes. This is in interrogative form and we can send this sentence into a statement as you have visited Pokhara. You have visited Pokhara. Now from the above examples, what we can generalize is that transformation means changing a sentence given in one form into another, or just in the note you can read there, changing one form of sentence into another form is simply known as transformation. I hope you got the idea. Now we will learn to change different forms of sentences, yes, as the given instructions, or how to change different forms of sentences or one form of sentence into another. First of all, we will learn how to change an affirmative sentence into negative. Let's see some examples first. In number A, we have he has won the match, and we can change this into negative as he has not won the match. Number B, she always wakes up early, and we can change this into negative as she never wakes up early. Number C, they help the poor. It can be changed into negative as they don't help the poor, right? Number D, Anish sings beautifully. This can be changed into negative as Anish doesn't sing beautifully. The last sentence we have in number E, somebody helps you, and its negative is nobody helps you. Now in the note you can read there, there are some rules, how to change an affirmative sentence into negative. Yes, the first point given in the note you can read, an affirmative sentence having an auxiliary verb can be changed into negative by adding the negative marker not, negative marker not, N-O-T, to the verb. Yes, we add negative marker not to the verb to change it into negative. Yes, for example, you can see the students are reading books. This is in affirmative form and we can change this sentence into negative as the students are not reading books. Now the second point we have, an affirmative sentence having only main verb can be changed into negative by using a suitable do verbs, right? Sometimes we may have only the main verb in the sentence given, so while changing it into negative you can use suitable do verbs to change it into negative. For this, let's see some examples. Number A, Prakash studies well. This is in affirmative and it can be changed into negative as Prakash doesn't study well. Number B, Manisha and Binita study well, and its negative is Manisha and Binita don't study well. Number C, I bought a pair of shoes yesterday. Now this can be changed into negative as I didn't buy a pair of shoes yesterday. Yes, in these examples there are only main verbs in the affirmative sentences, and while changing them into negative we have used suitable do verbs. For example, in number A we have used doesn't, because the main verb in the given sentence is in singular form, right? Studies. Similarly, in number B we have the verb in verb 1 form, first form of verb study. So when the main verb is in verb 1 form or first form, we use do not or don't while changing it into negative. Similarly, when the main verb in the affirmative sentence is in past tense, then we use did not while changing it into negative. Did you get the idea? Yes. Now, next point we have, you can also directly change an affirmative sentence into negative as follows. Let's see some examples. Yes. Something is wrong. It is in affirmative form. Now you can change this into negative as nothing is wrong. Something can be changed into nothing. This is how we can change directly into negative form. Number B, either you or I am right. It is in affirmative form. Now you can change this into negative as neither you nor I am right. Right? So either or can be changed directly into negative as neither nor. Now for more help, for more information, you can follow the words given in this table. Yes. Under affirmative we have some words over here, and then under negative, you can see the words that are changed. Let's see, in affirmative, under affirmative you can see, if we have the words like some, every, some of, all of, most of, either or, either of, always, sometimes, often, usually, generally, yes, these words can be in the given sentence, yes, and you can simply change them. For example, some or every is directly changed into no in negative. Similarly, some of, all of, or most of is changed into none of in negative. Similarly, either or is changed into neither nor. Either of changes into neither of. Still is still in affirmative changing into no longer or any longer in negative form. Similarly, the word always changes into never in negative. And the words like sometimes, often, usually, generally, they are changed into seldom, hardly, or rarely while changing into negative forms. So this is the thing you have to note. Now, there are other words that may, that the given sentence may contain in affirmative form. For example, the given affirmative sentences may have the words like already, to, some, etc. So you can change them as, already changes into at in negative, and to, to changes into not either in negative. Similarly, some changes into any. Let's see some examples over here. I'm fine too. This sentence is in affirmative form. Now you can simply change this into negative as I'm not fine either. Yes, you can see there the word to in affirmative has been changed into either in negative form. Number B, the principal has already gone out. Now you can change this sentence into negative as the principal has not gone out yet. Already has been changed into it, Y-E-T, it. Similarly, in number C, you can see, I gave him some money. You can change this into negative as I did not give him any money. Here you can notice the word some has been changed into any, right? Okay, here are some points for you, okay, to be noted. Let's see. Okay, when verb have is used, to mean to eat or to take something, you can make the negative of such sentence by using a suitable do verb. But if the verb have is used to mean possession or belongingness, then we simply add not to the verb to change it into negative. Let's see an example for this. I have mail at 8 p.m. Let me repeat this. I have mail at 8 p.m. This is in affirmative form. Now you can change this into negative as I don't have mail at 8 p.m. Right? Here the verb have is used to mean to eat or take something as a main verb, right? So when verb have in affirmative sentence is used to mean to eat or to take something, then you can use do verbs to change it into negative, as in the examples. Now number B, I have a car. Let's see. Here also you can see verb have, right? I have a car. This sentence is in affirmative form. Now you can simply change this into negative as I haven't a car. Now here verb have has been changed into haven't because it is used here to mean belongingness, right? That's why you have to just add not to the verb have. Have not. Has not, or hasn't, right? This is the way how you can change an affirmative sentence into negative. Okay, now here is something next to be noted. Now there are other conditions, okay, and where you can change an affirmative sentence into negative. The way, let's see, when a sentence contains, or when an affirmative sentence contains verbs like have to, had to, or has to plus first form of verb, or in simple word you can say verb 1, you can change it into negative simply by using suitable form of do verbs. Let's see some example. Number A, I have to attend a meeting today. I have to attend a meeting today. Now this can be changed into negative as I don't have to attend a meeting today. Yes, have to, don't have to. Number B, he had to call his father. He had to call his father. Now you can simply change this into negative as he did not have to call his father. Yes, here you can notice the verb had to has been changed into did not have to in negative, right? Number C, she has to practice hard. She has to practice hard. Practice mathematics or practice anything else. Now you can change has to as doesn't have to. Yes, let's see. She has to practice hard. You can change this sentence into negative as she doesn't have to practice hard. Right? Has to change into doesn't have to into negative. So under note you can notice the structure there. When have to is followed by verb 1, you can simply use don't have to in negative. Similarly, had to plus verb 1 change into didn't have to, and has to plus verb 1 change into doesn't have to. Did you get the idea? Yes. Now next rule we have, okay, next topic, let's say, how to change an affirmative sentence into interrogative. Just before we learned how to change an affirmative sentence into negative, now we are going to learn how to change an affirmative sentence into interrogative. Here, when the term comes interrogative, sometimes you might confuse, right? So you must be careful while changing such sentence into negative. Here, by interrogative we mean two types of sentences, right? One, the yes no question, and the other is WS question. So when we change an affirmative sentence into interrogative one, at that time, okay, you should notice, okay, whichever sounds better, right? So let's see some examples first. Okay, example number A, Sunita is listening to news. It is in affirmative. Now you can change this into negative as, is Sunita listening to news? Number B, the boys have played well. This is also in affirmative. Now you can change this into negative as, have the boys played well? Number C, Suman always plays video games. Suman always plays video games. Now you can change this into yes no question as, does Suman ever play video games? Does Suman ever play video games? Yes, this is the way. Number D, Madan broke the mirror. It is in affirmative form. Now you can change this into interrogative or WS question as, who broke the mirror? This is, okay, who question, right? Now number E, Rupak bought a pair of shoes yesterday. Now you can change it into what question as, what did Rupak buy yesterday? What did Rupak buy yesterday? Yes. Number F, his father goes to Kathmandu once a month. Now you can change this sentence into how often, or beginning with how often. Let's see. How often does his father go to Kathmandu? Yes. This is the way how you can change an affirmative sentence into negative. Okay, I have some points for you that will help you to get the ideas. Okay. Let's see, first point. An affirmative sentence having an auxiliary verb can be changed into yes no question simply by interchanging the place of a subject and verb, as in the examples. Yes, you can see the above example number A and B for this, right? And similarly, when an affirmative sentence has the main verbs, then how can we change into interrogative form? Yes, let's see. If the sentence contains only a main verb, you can use suitable do verbs in the beginnings, as in the example number C above. Yes, in the above example you can see there. Let's see once again there, number C. Yes, Suman always plays video games, right? So there is only main verb. So in such case, how to change the sentence into interrogative? So we have used here do verbs, right? So you can simply change this as, does someone ever play video games? Yes, we have used does. Yes? Okay. Now, yes, next point. When you change an affirmative sentence into WS question, you can follow the following structure. Yes, let's see. Yes, WS word, first of all we use WS word plus auxiliary verb plus subject plus main verbs, right? So if you follow this way, you can easily change an affirmative sentence into interrogative. You can see the example there. Pratik lives in Kathmandu. Pratik lives in Kathmandu. Now you have to change this sentence into where question. So you can simply do it. Where does Pratik live? Where does Pratik live? Yes. Or if you are asked to change this sentence into who question, then you can simply make who lives in Kathmandu. Who lives in Kathmandu, right? Now, okay, here is a table, okay, and it provides you, okay, some ideas, okay. When an affirmative sentence, okay, contains some words like some, no, sometimes, often, usually, always, already, then how to change them into interrogative. So you can simply follow this way. Yes, for example, some or no in affirmative changes into any while changing interrogative, right? While changing it into interrogative form. Similarly, the words like sometimes, often, usually, always in affirmative sentence change into ever in interrogative. Similarly, the word already in affirmative sentence change into it. Y-E-T, yet. Yes, you can see over here. Now we have finished changing affirmative into interrogative. Now we'll move to next type, that is how to change a negative sentence into negative interrogative. How to change a negative sentence into negative interrogative. Right? Okay, first of all we'll see some examples and then we'll generate the rules by ourselves. Right? Okay, let's see. Number A, we have a sentence, Ritesh didn't come to the party. Yes, now you can simply change this into negative interrogative as didn't Ritesh come to the party? Yes. Number B, nobody solved the problem. This is itself a negative. Now we have to make it into negative interrogative, or we have to change it into negative interrogative. How we can do this? Let's see. You can simply do it as didn't anybody solve the problem? Didn't anybody solve the problem? Yes. Number C, Sunita doesn't know how to dance. Now you can change it into negative interrogative as doesn't Sunita know how to dance? Number D, you don't help others in need. This is also in negative form. Now let's change this into negative interrogative. Now you can simply do it as don't you help others in need? Like this. Number E, he has not finished his work yet. Now you can change it into negative interrogative as hasn't he finished his work yet? This way. Okay, I have some notes for you. Let's see the first point under note. Yes. When, now we'll generate the rules from the examples we have studied just before. Now let's generate the rules from the examples. Okay, now from the above examples we can generalize the rules as when we change a negative sentence into negative interrogative, then we use a negative form of suitable do verbs or have verbs or be verbs. Yes, as per the need, as in the examples above. For this, let's see the structure. You can follow this structure. Okay, when we change a negative sentence into negative interrogative, you can follow the structure. Auxiliary verb, we first use auxiliary verb in negative form, yes, plus not. You can simply add contracted form of not, yes, N apostrophe T, yes. Auxiliary verb in its negative form plus subject plus main verb, then object, yes, but it is optional. Okay, sometimes we may have object in the sentence and sometimes we may not have an object. So if you follow this, you can easily change a negative sentence into negative interrogative. Now, okay, how to change negative interrogative? Okay, how to change an interrogative sentence into statement? Yes, we have finished changing negative into negative interrogative. Now we are going to learn how to change an interrogative sentence into statement, right? First of all, we'll go through some examples and then we'll deduce the structures or ideas. Okay, in number A we have you been to London? This is in question form, yes, or interrogative form. Now we are changing this into a statement. So you can simply change it into statement as you have been to London. You have been to London. Yes. Question change into statement, right? So number B, is he joining us for the picnic? Let me repeat this once again. Is he joining us for the picnic? This is in question form or interrogative form. Now we can change this into statement as he is joining us for the picnic. He is joining us for the picnic. Similarly, let's see number C. Did she go to school yesterday? Yes, it is in past tense, question form. Now you can change this into a statement as she went to school yesterday. Now number D. Is anybody helping me? This is also in question form, right? So let's change this into a statement. You can simply do it. Yes, somebody is helping me. Yes, somebody is helping me. Number E. Are there any apples left? Now you can change it into statement as there are some apples left. There are some apples left. Now we have the notes, okay? I have given you some points in the notes. So if you consider these notes, you can easily, form the rules, right? How to change an interrogative into statement. Let's see the first point. Yes, when you change an interrogative sentence into statement, you have to interchange the place of the subject and the verbs as in the examples above, right? And for this, you can follow the structure. Yes, and a statement follows the structure subject plus verb plus object, right? So if you follow this structure, you can easily change an interrogative sentence into statement. Now next point we have, yes, if the interrogative sentence contains the two verbs, right? Contains the two verbs, then you have to use suitable form of main verbs, as in the use suitable form of the main verbs in the place of them. For example, let's see here, number A. Did she invite you for the party? Yes, it is in interrogative form, right? So you begin with the subject first. We have the subject she, so begin with the word she. She invited you for the party, right? Yes, the question begins with two verbs, right? Did. So it is in past tense, so we have to change the main verb into its past tense. Invite has been changed into invited, right? So number B, does she know the answer? Now we have does in the beginning, so you can simply change the main verb into its singular form, right? So you can do it as she knows the answer. Now number C, do your teachers help you? Now we have do verb in the beginning, so you can use the same form, verb 1 form of the main verb. You can do it as your teachers help you, right? Did you get the idea? Yes, right. Now I have some practice questions for you. Yes, if you practice these questions, I hope you will certainly do well in the examinations. So I'll help you with the first questions from each set, right? First of all, I have some questions for you for how to change the sentences into negative. I have some affirmative sentences over here. Now you have to change them into negative, right? Number A, let's see. I often go to see the cinema. I often go to see the cinema. It is in affirmative form. Now you can simply change this into negative as I hardly go to see the cinema. Or you can also say I rarely go to see the cinema. Or you can also use the word seldom, right? I seldom go to see the cinema, right? When an affirmative sentence contains the words like often, sometimes, usually, then you can change them into negative as hardly, rarely, seldom, etc. Yes, you will do the rest of the questions yourselves. Now, next set, change the following sentences into yes/no questions. Yes, I have given you as many as 5 questions for this. Now, I'm helping you with the first one. Number A, we have somebody is calling you. Somebody is calling you. Now, how can we change this into yes/no question? Yes, there is an auxiliary verb. Yes, right? So you can simply use auxiliary verb in the beginning. So let's do it. Yes, is anybody calling you? Yes, somebody change into anybody. So we can change this into yes no question as is anybody helping you, like this. Okay, now let's move to next one. How to change following sentences into statements. Okay, I have 5 sentences for you. You have to change them into statements, right? Let's see number A. Did you know me? This is in question form. Now you have to change this into statement, right? Now let's begin with the subject first. We have the subject you, right? Then we have the verb know. The question begins with did, so we have to change the verb into its past tense, right? Verb to form. So you can do it as you knew me. Yes. Did you know me can be changed into statement as you knew me. No change into knew, right? Okay. Now let's see next. Change the following sentences into negative interrogative. Negative interrogative. Yes, here also I have as many as 5 questions for you. Okay, let's see the first one. Number A, we have he is not a doctor. He is not a doctor. Now you can change this into negative interrogative as isn't he a doctor? Isn't he a doctor? Yes, like this. Now you will do the rest yourselves. Now we'll move to next. Yes, change the following sentences as indicated in the brackets. Yes, here also I have as many as 5 questions for you, right? So you will change them according to the instructions or the direction given in the brackets. Okay, I'm helping you with the first one. Number A, we have her brother lives in America. Yes, her brother lives in America. Now we have to change it into where question. Now, can you do this? Yes, you can simply change this into where question as where does your brother live? Let me repeat it. When does your brother live? Question mark. Yes, I hope you have got some ideas and you will do the rest of the questions yourselves. This much today. Thank you very much.